Like, stay tuned, man. There's more of the scoop.
To return some videotapes. To return some videotapes. To return some videotapes. To return some videotapes. To return some videotapes.
Welcome back once again, one and all. A Strange Glow video on the Ectoviolence channel. I am one of your co-hosts, Alec. Down belowing me, is Justin.
Hi, and I can't see what you're seeing on the live stream, so you're next to me on my video. You dirty rat.
What do we got to talk about today, Zool?
We're going to talk about a couple of things. So I'm going to kind of talk about the state of Scream before we get into that movie's released this weekend. Talk about some physical media pickups and recent scores, and then any kind of Q&A for anyone that's watching along. So if you got any questions, feel free to reach out. Drop them in the chat.
I am just posting on Instagram right now that we are live, so don't mind me if it looks like I'm already like, fuck off, I don't give a shit about this show. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to spread the word.
Spread the word. So spread your legs or spread the word. So what if I'm not the smartest peanut in the turd? Old school Bloodhound Gang. That's a wild band. Hey, so I picked up the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K set.
Oh, you did you?
So yeah, so I got it right here. You can see it. And then it's the black plastic case. And it's a little bit messed up, I'm not going to lie. So it came with my digital codes. All the discs are there. But on the back, it says it includes 3D glasses for the portion of Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. Survey says that's a lie.
Yeah, I believe it.
It is a lie. It does not come in here. It says it on the slipcover and on the back of the box. And that apparently is just how this pressing release is. Now, I've also heard that they are releasing another version of the Steelbook without the glasses again. So
yeah, that's
happening. I don't know if you can sue them for false advertising when it says it comes with something that's clearly not in here. Is that a class action lawsuit? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. But it's really fucking annoying. But after mine didn't come in there, I started, checking out Reddit and, the internet subs and sites, and just to kind of see where everyone's at with it. And anyone that got that version I got didn't get it. So I did what any other crazy person on the internet would do. I got on eBay and I bought a vintage set of Freddy's Dead glasses that were released for movie theaters when the movie came out. And the ones I got still have the Barks root beer coupon on them. Those said they were supposed to be delivered today. However, I did not have any mail delivered today. Hoping to have those tomorrow. So,
sick.
Yeah.
Ghost in the Dark Kills has a few comments for us. What's up? Hope you're having a psycho night. I'm new to your channel. I do cosplay as Ghostface. Can't wait for the Scream 7 fan event. I assume that you came across one of my recent Scream videos because I've been doing what I've been calling a Stabathon over on my channel as a reference to Scream 4, the Stabathon. What's your thoughts on Scary Movie 6? I'm interested. As far as the Scary Movie franchise goes, the first two are pretty legendary. The third one I actually have a really soft spot for, even though that's kind of the one where the Wayans brothers were fucked out of it. But that one still, I love it. I've watched 4 in theaters when it came out, and I haven't watched it since, and I don't think I ever watched Scary Movie 5. I don't think I did. But I am stoked for 6, just because the Wayans brothers are returning. It's going to be fascinating. We need that kind of like modern take. And you know what? The Wayans brothers, that's the type of humor I want. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are like, oh man, you know, comedy's been dead for so long. The Wayans brothers are going to come back, and they're going to be, I feel like some people will be disappointed that they're going to think the Wayans brothers have gone woke. You know what I mean? But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with you. I think I've seen Scary Movies 1 through 4. I did not see 5 yet. 1 and 2 are classics. You know, they're great rewatches. They're fun. I am excited for 6, mostly because it's been a minute and there's tons of new horror stuff to get on there. Like, right, you know, they're going to be able to reference shit like weapons, things like that, black phone, stuff that's kind of out of the box. So I'm really looking forward to see their take on some of that stuff.
I'm trying to actually struggle to remember. I've reviewed at least the first Scary Movie on VHS on the channel, but I don't remember if I've reviewed Scary Movie 2, but I do have that one on tape as well. So if I haven't, I will before that. And I'll probably, like I said, do a video about Scary Movie 3 just because I really do like that one. But it's because of the sign stuff. Charlie Sheen's so fucking good in that movie, man.
Underrated for sure.
Ghost in the Dark Hills is also watching Welcome It to Derry, which is something I have yet to do, but now that it's all out, I'm more inclined to do. Because I want to sit down and watch it all.
I've got 2 episodes left to watch of that. I'm on just finished episode 6. I've enjoyed that quite a bit, so looking forward to finishing that.
Before I watch it, I might even pre-order the series because I've heard good things from some people and bad things from others. You know, I don't actually recall hearing Jacob's thoughts on it from YHS. I'd be interested to hear what he has to say about it, but I don't think I've watched anything that he said about it.
Yeah, I feel like that show, it's good. It's generally taking some of the concept of what the book has in the expanded part to cover a fair amount of that. So there's adding things in there that the book included that the first 2 chapters in the movies just didn't have room for, right? If you've seen the book or read the book, you know it's a beast. A cocaine-fueled, crazy binge of a read. It's wild.
Yeah, I'm actually reading The Shining right now. I'm nearing the end. I'm like 75% of the way through it.
So I just finished The Shining, I don't know, like a week ago, and I immediately went into
Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep. And Dr. Sleep, the book is so fucking good.
I love the movie, but yeah.
But, you know, you always get so much more in the book that, you know, obviously you've had to edit for content and stuff. Now, that said, I've only seen the Shining Kubrick movie. I have not seen the other TV miniseries and stuff they've done. So now that I've read the book, I really want to go check those out just to kind of see how they compare, because I feel like
I think there's only one. I don't know if there's another one.
Okay. Well, either way, I still want to see that just to compare it to, because I didn't want to just watch it and compare it to Kubrick's without knowing the backstory. Yeah.
There was the one from like 1997, I want to say, it's from late 90s, I want to say. But it was actually filmed at the Stanley. That's the one that I am familiar with. I have not seen it though, but yeah, I saw it like a few months ago at Vintage Stock and I did not buy it. Now I'm like, shit, I should have just bought it.
Yeah, should have pulled the trigger on that one. Yeah, so
Scream 8 has been confirmed. What do you think about it? Says Ghost in the Dark Hills. We'll see, because they've just been pumping these motherfuckers out now. And even Kevin Williamson, this is what's concerning. He says, this movie is not really about how Scream is meta. It's more about Sydney and her family. And you're like, okay, but like, what else? And I get that, you know, Scream 6 was kind of missing some of that. And I definitely have my complaints with 5 and 6. So, you know, but
yeah, 5 and 6 feel like, in the overall grand scheme of things, you know, after the firing and the rewrite on 7 and everything there, 5 and 6 feel like they're going to be kind of lost to time later on, because they'll just be like,
see, I don't think so.
You think they'll ever go back to that storyline?
Well, here's the thing. They have two of the characters. What you have to think about is that this Scream 6 was originally written by the same writers as 5 and 6. The directors were the ones who exited, not the writers. The writers are still very much a part of this. But Kevin Williamson did rewrites. Yeah, bro really said 6, 7. We're unk. Sorry. You know what I'm saying?
6, 7, 9, 11. Fuck yeah. It's okay. We're bringing it back.
Yeah. But Scream 8, I don't know what to think at this point, because to me, I didn't think they should have made 6 when they did. I think they should have waited another fucking 11 years. Am I happy at the same time that they're making these movies? Absolutely, because I love Scream movies. But when the originals came out, they had sort of themes to build on, I feel like. By the time you're making a fourth one, you can make fun of franchises in general, or you can do what they did, which is more or less making fun of remakes and reboots, which is kind of what 5 also did, but worse, I think. And 4 was way ahead of time. Like, I just recorded a video before this talking about Scream 4 being literally ahead of its time because of all the influencer culture and how Jill is motivated by fame. And that's not like, it's not the first time we've seen somebody motivated by fame in these movies, obviously. Like Cotton Weary, he's not a killer, but he is motivated by fame in the second movie. That is what he's doing there. Just interesting shit.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about 8 yet because I haven't seen 7. So now I will say I am cautious. The fact that they've announced this movie before 7's even released seems kind of fucking pompous and arrogant for a franchise that has not had consistent quality throughout it, right? And name one franchise that really has it when you start getting to this number of movies. It's tough, but
yeah, well, it's a studio thing too, I think. The studio's like, oh, we're greenlighting another one because ticket sales and the hype around this movie. The marketing has been a little lackluster compared to 5 and 6, if you ask me. I don't know, but they did do a Super Bowl ad at the same time. So,
yeah, but I think they're just trying to spend less on that. But I feel like a lot of motion pictures are that way right now. Aside from tentpole movies, you're not seeing a lot of marketing budget like you used to. It's just so hard to recoup anything with everything from what I'm seeing. But we'll find out.
I've been thinking about seeing Psycho Killer or How I Make a Killing. Psycho Killer looks more interesting to me. How I Make a Killing looks like watered down American Psycho. At least the marketing makes it look like that.
Yeah.
But Psycho Killer looks very fascinating other than the title. The title is like just boring and like obvious, weird. I get it. It's a Talking Heads thing, like, but
yeah. And if you look at it for the reference to that, you're like, okay, but the rest of it, it's like,
it looks stylistic as fuck, though, like beautiful. I watched the trailer and I was like, oh shit, that movie looks great. And then they were like, Psycho Killer, and I was like,
I want to see that in theaters. How I Make a Killing, I'll probably wait and watch on streaming. I'm not like, ooh, I need to run and see the theater in theaters. It's interesting enough that I want to watch it.
I haven't even seen a trailer for it, to be honest, but
it's not an urgent thing for me. So
yeah.
Yeah, so I think there's tons of good horror coming out. So we'll see how it all goes.
Yeah.
Looking forward to this, and then
they announced McKenna Grace.
Yeah. McKenna Grace is going to be in the live action Scooby-Doo. Is that a Netflix production?
I think it is, at least partly. It's going to be a Netflix show, so
which is fascinating considering that that's owned by Warner Brothers at this point. And
she's just trying to invade all my favorite franchises. What's she going to do next? Be in Twin Peaks somehow?
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
I mean, she's just really hitting her stride, right? She's
Maybe
at that age where...
Cast her as Dana Scully in the new X-Files show. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. No, she's talented. I mean, you look at her play Phoebe, and then you see her in, anything else. Like, she played young Carol Danvers in Captain Marvel and was, talented there. I didn't ever watch her in Young Sheldon or whatever, just because I didn't give a fuck about Young Sheldon, but
But
it's not
yeah,
my cup of tea.
she's in 2 Ghostbusters movies. She's now going to be in at least 1 Scream movie. We'll see what's up there. And
Yeah.
then she's going to be in Scooby-Doo. So
Yeah.
this is fascinating for a lot of reasons, just because Scream actors have a tendency to appear in Scooby-Doo movies.
Yeah, I think that'll be interesting. I am curious who the rest of the cast is going to be. Did they announce anyone else yet? Or is she like the first one?
I think she's the first one.
Okay.
Because I don't recall seeing anything else.
Which this seems pretty smart if they're going to try to make a multi-season show out of it, or get to a movie or whatever they might do, because like the Scooby-Doo gang's fairly young, but we've all seen the kind of like the classic Scooby-Doo live action movie that's based on people that are like way older, but they also go through stuff and like they're kind of on that
Bro.
break. So
You know what? This is dumb. We're
that?
stupid. We forgot that she already played Daphne in Scoob.
Oh, she did the voice, didn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, but she's playing the live action version now. That's fucking
Yeah.
sick. I already forgot that.
I should know that too because I watched that recently. You know what else she did? The voice that I've watched a million times now because my kids like it. She was not in the first Paw Patrol movie, but she was in the Paw Patrol Mighty Pups movie and voiced Sky the pup in there. So yeah, I see her name and I'm like, why does that voice sound so familiar? Then I'm watching the credits. I'm like, oh shit, she did that too. Yeah, she's all over the place, man. So
Yeah.
evening dark room reviews. Welcome to the show.
That's a name.
We're just
I know.
we're just kind of bullshitting, talking about different things out here right now.
Yeah.
I
Do
was-
you know Killjoy Jake? I do not. Is that a sounds like a YouTuber, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I am unfamiliar.
I don't like kids movies. I like horror movies and action movies. I like a fair amount of kids movies. I'm not one of those people who goes out of my way to watch all the new kids movies that come out. I don't watch any of the new Disney shit. Not really into it, but I am a humongous fucking Scooby-Doo fan. In fact, I have a video coming out about the Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island Blu-ray release. And there's this whole rack here, this neon rack. These 3 top rows are Scooby-Doo. I'm a Scooby-Doo mark. Hey, Tales from the Shelf. Nice to see you here.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that I love kids movies, but as a father of 3 and I see the attention span of kids, I will watch any fucking kids movies they want to watch just to encourage them watching long format content and getting into some pop culture shit. I'm
Yeah.
all about that. So I will suffer through movie. Like I can't tell you how many times I've seen the Barbie movie now. But I also took my youngest to see the
But
Barbie
that's-
display at the Academy Museum. So like,
Okay, but saying the Barbie movie like that's a kids movie is also not
no,
even
that's like
remotely accurate.
PG-13 and
Yeah.
no, but she watches it and has fun with it.
Right.
And I watch it and it's
Well, I was about to say
it's a good movie. But
I feel like a kid can watch it for sure. It's one of those ones you can both kind of sit down and, but
yeah, and then you see stuff like K-pop Demon Hunters, and I'm just like,
I wanted to see that, to be fair. That seemed like a cool concept to me.
I've watched that multiple times with the kids, and we've, pumped the music in the car quite a bit, and the soundtrack's pretty good. Not my normal music style listening, but again, encouraging the kids to listen to music and find their own things that they like. Like if they ask to listen to something, I'm going to be like, hell yeah, let's do it. And then,
Yeah.
I find myself singing along too. Until they tell, like, Dad, stop singing. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So
As far as action movies go, I'm very selective with action movies. I like really good action movies, and then I like really schlocky ones, and I like probably like 50% of 80s and like 50% of 90s ones. Like that's my bread and butter is 90s. If you consider disaster movies, action movies, and like stuff like Independence Day, which is like sci-fi action disaster, like fucking love that. You know what I mean?
yeah, those are
a
great.
little bit more into obviously horror mostly. And I like comedy, but I don't like really talking about comedy because it's what am I going to say? Oh, this is fucking hilarious. I'm not a comedian. I'm not here to digest comedy movies. I mean, I'll talk about Ghostbusters every day, Back to the Future, but these are comedy, adventure, horror comedies. Shaun of the Dead I'll talk about, but
Yeah.
and I don't know.
There's
There's
other
exceptions
elements
for
there.
sure, but like I don't generally go out of my way to talk about like comedy films, although I do enjoy
I mean,
them.
I think we briefly talked Happy Gilmore 2 on here just because it was like, let's see how bad that could be.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's not the bread and butter. We're mostly horror, and then anything else that catches our interest. So it's like,
when I started this channel, I had like horror, sci-fi, and like physical media listed because I do consider myself big into sci-fi, but it is generally more horror-related sci-fi that I'm watching, like Terminator and fucking Alien and Predator and
yeah.
Independence Day, shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Fire in the
Not
sky.
It's not hard sci-fi, although I do like some of
Yeah.
that too. And then I do enjoy
but-
talking David Lynch stuff on this channel and just like weird, like surreal films, drama films, noir films. I haven't yet done anything like talked about like Lost in Translation on this channel, but that'd be very fascinating. I just don't know how my audience would take it. Would they be like, I don't give a fuck, talk about some blood? But I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's a tough spot. Now, did you see that Scream shirt for the 30th anniversary? Which is interesting, right? We're at the 30th anniversary of the first movie's release, and we're getting the 7th installment. Quite the time span there,
You
and
just knocked my soda can over.
they've got a shirt for this that's it's the world tour shirt or whatever. And I like
I
that
got it.
Valentine shirt. Yeah, but they got this new one that has all of the victims' names killed by the Ghostface on the shirt. And so I have not actually like looked at a close up of the shirt. I've seen it talked about because I'm like, does this have names for 7 on it? Or is this a shirt that's leading up to 7 for this 30th anniversary, right? So kind of trying to avoid the spoilers there. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
Has anyone else seen that shirt design?
I have not
Let me
seen
look
or
it up.
heard anything about that. I did,
Yeah,
however,
I'll-
release on my TeePublic store a Stab logo shirt, as well as a new Ectoviolence logo shirt, a Jesse from Freddy's Revenge shirt,
Yeah.
and a DVD logo shirt. You can also get like hats and some other shit of that, but check that out if you're interested.
Yeah, it's a Kill Tour shirt. Let's see. Jump here and look at it.
I think I heard about it, obviously. I did see like some pictures, but I wasn't interested in it. I was kind of like, whatever.
So it looks like it goes through 6 on this. Now somebody may have trimmed off the bottom of it, but based on the scale of the shirt, it looks like it's there. Okay, and then there's like a promo tag basically saying February 27th.
Okay.
So, okay. That's interesting. We're not, since you're big on the physical media piece, you just did your review on the 4K digital. They don't have the 4K of Scream 4 on physical media yet. And I was mentioning to you that I wish they'd had some sort of 4K set out or a good box set. And it's one thing that they've never really done with this franchise. I feel like it's a huge opportunity they have to do as someone who just got the Nightmare on Elm Street box set.
There is a cool DVD set they released. That's the first 3 films before Scream 4 came out that I want to get.
Okay.
It's nothing
Okay.
crazy. It's just like 3 DVDs and a box slip that they fit into. But it looks
Okay.
kind of cool, and I want to get it. And then I have the Scream 1 through 3 4K release, which you can still get, I think. And it comes
Mhm.
with the films on Blu-ray as well, and an extra disc with documentaries that you can only get
Okay.
in that Blu-ray set, I think. But that Blu-ray set is in there. But what's funny is Scream is just the 4K disc and a digital copy. Scream 2 is a 4K disc and a Blu-ray and a digital copy. And then Scream 3 is a 4K copy and a digital copy. And then you also have the Blu-rays. So it comes with 2 Blu-ray copies of Scream 2 that are the same copy if you buy that set for some reason.
Okay.
Just you see what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
I
it comes
get
with
you.
4 cases. Each of the 4K films gets their own release, and then it comes with one Blu-ray pack with all 3 films and the extra disc in it. And that's only like 30 or
Gotcha.
40 bucks, so it's kind of worth it.
Hey, thanks for stopping in Ghost in the Dark. Come back after we see Scream 7. We'll definitely be covering that and giving our thoughts on it.
Yep.
Yeah. Excited for that. But I would like to see a good physical media release of the Scream series. If they can
Yeah.
do 1 through 7 and finally get us a nice little box set, I think that would be ideal for me. I'm going to wait off on buying anything until knowing that, in a couple months, I'd imagine by May, we'll have this on physical media release, hopefully with some sort of box set. Just because I don't have any of these. I've got a couple of them on Blu-ray, or not Blu-ray, but on DVD just from back in the day. And then I don't have any of them on Blu-ray or anything on 4K yet. And I do have some digital copies kind of mixed in there as well. So
Yeah, I did a
I'm
complete
just-
physical media video on it the other day too. So
Yeah.
I have like 1 through 3 on VHS, and then I have the alternate VHS. I have the 1 through 4 DVD pack.
Mhm.
Everything on 4K except 4 and 5, but 5 I have on Blu-ray and 4.
But 5 did release on 4K.
Yeah,
But
I
you
just
picked up you bought the Blu-ray because you weren't onto 4K yet.
yeah,
'Cause you didn't
and
have the
now I'm
player,
kind of like,
okay.
I need to. But Amazon had the 6 4K. I paid $6 for that.
Damn,
Stream
that's
6
a good
4K.
deal.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I was like, oh hell yeah, I'll buy the fucking 4K of that.
Yeah, that's why I held off on Nightmare on Elm Street, like, for movies that are as old as they are, that have so many releases that you can go get the last release of the set for $20 on DVD, $30 on Blu-ray. I'm like, is this really a $100 set? And I picked it up when it was on sale for 67. So basically 34% off, but missing the glasses. So
Yeah.
some kind of bullshit there. But I am going to make a stink to Warner Brothers about it. So if you're out there and you didn't get your 3D glasses in the reprint, just bitch about it because the packaging says they're there. Be an asshole.
Yeah, may as well. Fuck it.
I mean, they kind of owe it to us. Like, I still would have bought it anyway, especially at the discounted price. I mean, I looked and you can just go buy plain 3D glasses on Amazon for next to nothing.
Well,
You
yeah,
can
I was
get like 10 sets for like $4.
I was bitching to you about this earlier because every time I pre-order something from Amazon, movie-wise, like the day of that it's supposed to be delivered or the day before, they'll be like, "Oh, by the way, we don't have that." I don't know when we will either.
Yeah,
And they
it's
just
been frustrating.
It's the fact that they wait till the last minute. So I was waiting on Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Small Soldiers on 4K to arrive today. Pre-ordered them in December 2 months ago. So, but nope.
Well, your options are limited because if you want, like, for the channel, you're trying to review these things in a timely manner.
Yeah.
So if Amazon can't deliver it on release date, that puts you in a bind. And then so many places don't have a wide variety of physical media selection anymore. And the places that do have it may not carry all formats. So they may get the DVD, they may get the 4K, you know what I mean? You may not
Well,
get
it's
every
like-
option.
I could have probably trekked out to Barnes and Noble and found it and paid $1
Yeah.
billion.
Then you're going to go out of your way to pay full price for that, which we all know Barnes and Noble
Oh,
is one of those
fucking
places
price too. Yeah.
you only go and buy when they have their sales because their list prices are so extreme.
Oh,
Now, they
on-
do
on
great
just
sales.
physical media. Like books are normal
Yeah.
prices, and same with even the records. You can find a $20 record, a $25 record. Sure, they have some expensive ones as well, but records are just
Yeah,
kind of
for
an
sure.
expensive thing anyway. But
hmm Yeah, I
I
feel
did
that.
get the Lost in Translation vinyl for my birthday.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. What else did you get? I didn't ever hear.
I think that was the only other thing. It was that and the Lost box set because
Oh,
that
the
Lost set is
VHS
like,
set.
yeah, that's an expensive set. I told her she could get that and just that. I'd be fine with that. But then she got that record too, so that's pretty sick because I was talking about how I wanted it.
Yeah, I've kind of nerded out here recently. I've gotten a few other things that are not necessarily physical media related, but nerd culture related. So I got this Patience Lion from the New York Public Library, mostly to go with my Ghostbuster shit on the shelf over here. But this one was the closest size I had to 1/12 scale to go with the figures, and it's basically a paperweight. They had a really kick-ass set, but it's almost $200. Well, it is $200 because it's $180 plus a $20 shipping surcharge due to weight of Patience and Fortitude bookends, and that would be really kick-ass for your physical media collection or book collection because I've got a nice collection of books.
Right.
For Valentine's Day, I got the Jaws log. That book's been on my list for quite a while. I just haven't picked it up yet, so got that. Looking forward to reading it, and then.
Did you see the Chucky blow-up molds at Walmart for Valentine's Day?
I did not. I didn't see any of those.
Well, that's what I got for Valentine's Day was a Chucky blow mold.
Nice. That's
He's holding a little heart. I got her a Kurami one, which is one of the Hello Kitty things.
Yeah. Also got the Ghostbusters Give Back Challenge coin from YHS and Ghost Corps. Made a donation back in December when they did that. So another nerdy thing to go on the shelf there.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't give a shit about coins personally. I have a few, but they're one of those.
Yeah,
things
I've got a couple. I've got a couple, and since it was making a charitable donation, I was
no, for sure,
kind of cool freebie. But I'm not the type that's going to go out and buy those. Like I see tons of people making custom ones, and I'm just like, I mean, I like the design. I just have no actual use for it. So, but since this one was, for the donation, I was like, well, I'll throw that in there in the collection. But the other thing I've been looking for, and this is a New York Comic Con exclusive last year because I'm a huge Back to the Future fan as well, and so are you. But they had a Lion's Estate little statue of the entryway there, and I'm not sure if those are bookends or not, but they had those as a Comic-Con exclusive, and then they went up on the Back to the Future website under merch, and then it says waiting for a restock. So I don't know if those are actually going to come back in stock without the exclusive stickers or whatever on it, but that's like a really cool piece that I'm always looking for good stuff like that, because for the Lions Estate, then I can put physical media with that, like use it on the bookshelf to hold some of the stuff up. I think things like that are really cool. That I love cool complementary stuff that goes well with the physical media of the books. That's not just the toys. That kind of shit I think is really neat, and I want to see more of. Find more of that unique stuff for the collection. And you did some upgrades to the video store back there. You got a blacklight going and some new, what was that, green tape back there?
Yeah, it's just some glow-in-the-dark tape, and it's some of it started falling off already because it's basically just gaff tape. You know what I mean? It's not like supposed to like really stick on there and fuck shit up. So, but it was a cheap black light, and I just wanted to try out some extra things. I think it looks kind of cool.
Yeah, looks good. I guess just since we're bullshitting, if you got any questions, just drop them in chat. But our local Comic-Con, Planet Comic-Con, is coming up here at the end of March, and we've got a pretty fucking good guest list this year. So it's going to be insanely expensive to get everything, and so it's really going to be coming down to me just having to figure out what I want. So I'm doing a Bill cosplay. A flannel company did a Bill from Bogus Journey, his shirt, so I got that flannel, and then I got a yellow T-shirt, and then I've got a red mesh ball cap that I just need to add the Wild Stallions logo onto because it's basically like hand painted in the movie, so I'm just going to match like the way they did it there for that. So obviously Alex Winter's going to be at the con, which will be really kick-ass, and Kiefer Sutherland. So getting those two to sign my Lost Boys laser disc is going to be huge. Like, because we met so much of that cast when we did the anniversary celebration in San Antonio, which is a kick-ass thing. If you haven't checked that interview out or any of that stuff, go back and check it out. It's over on the Strange Glow channel, even though we're doing a live show here at the Active Violence channel. So
yeah, and Ernie Hudson's going to be there.
Yep.
Kiefer Sutherland, I think, has to be my number one now. Alex Winter being number 2, Ernie being number 3. I don't really know, though. Those 3 are the most important to me, and then we're also doing a photo op with Elijah Wood and Sean Astin.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
That's going to be crazy. And then if I can, I'm going to have them sign Lord of the Rings on VHS as well. But that's like, that's some money.
By the time you
along
do
with-
all this, man,
No, I
'cause you're
already
doing the-
calculated it. Everything I want would be like $600 or $700, and that doesn't even include like David Howard Thornton's going to be there. Art the
Yeah.
Clown, and I haven't had I do have Terrifier 2 and 3 on VHS, so I'd be cool to add that as well. But even
Keith
though
David, like,
Keith
like-
David is higher up on the list, like, because that guy's getting old, man.
yeah.
But I don't
same thing with
I don't
Ernie
current-
Hudson. So
Exactly. So Ernie Hudson, he's in my top 3. Like Ernie Hudson, Alex Winter, and Kiefer Sutherland are like happening no matter what.
yeah,
As
so
long
I
as the
look at it
lines
like, do I?
permit.
Yeah, and so what I wonder is like, I don't want to pay for any of the professional photos just because I'll just pay for an autograph, selfie in line, and bring my good camera with me. You know what I mean? So that'll be an option to save some coin there because, like, the professional photos, while they are nice, they're.
Do you think they'll let you
extremely-
take a selfie with a nice camera?
They usually do. I've seen people do it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you bring a camera to the con, like, yeah, it's whatever camera you have, right? Because it's not
That's
like any
funny.
different than giving your camera to somebody else.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a professional backdrop, you're not getting a print of it. Like, it's still a table picture.
Yeah.
You just have a better lens than other options, I would guess. But yeah, so I've got those 3 on there. Like, I've already got Ernie Hudson's autograph, so I'm just like, would I just do if I were to just do a photo op, I think that would be the one. Do the pro photo op with him and then just go to the table and meet Alex Winter and Kiefer Sutherland. But I'm hoping that the con will have some sort of line management system this year. They've been talking about it for a couple of years about not making you wait in line and having some sort of check-in through your phone or an app. So
Yeah. So
because the
Ernie
way I look
Hudson,
at it,
Kiefer Sutherland, Alex
Yeah,
Winter, Elijah Wood,
mhm,
Sean Astin, Keith David.
Yep.
And then there's 2 people from Lost, Maggie Grace and Mark Pellegrino.
oh yeah,
And then David Howard Thornton. And Crypticon actually has Jeremy Davies from Twister and Lost. He's not at this one.
oh, he's at Crypticon.
Yeah. Which is actually good because it saves time, a little money at the time.
So he was
But it means
also in the Black Phone movies, right?
I think so. I haven't seen him, but yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Maybe
you
it's
haven't
all
seen any of
about-
those yet?
Lost and Twister, though, for sure.
Yeah, that'd be another good one on Twister because there's a lot of like, Twister had a good cast of, and they supported good actors without having like a crazy budget, right? They got a couple of big leads, and then everyone else is kind of like mid-tier actors that are like, good, but it's nice to see them on the
Character
con
actors.
circuit. So you can, get some autographs there.
There was somebody else cool at Crypt. Oh, both of the Billy and Ricky from Silent Night, Deadly Night and Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 are also going to be at Crypticon. So,
Oh, that'll be nice. Do you have those on VHS?
no. I do have the DVD original Anchor Bay release, though. So, worst case scenario, I'll have him sign that because it has both
wonder
movies in
how-
it. So, I can have him sign the top of it and him sign the bottom.
Oh, that would be dope. I wonder how much the VHS of those are.
They're a little bit more expensive. I mean, probably less than $100, but like,
Yeah, because I was looking just randomly the other day. Halloween 3 is my favorite Halloween, and I was looking at VHS copies of that. The cheapest I found them going for like $40 plus shipping. So you're looking at ballpark around 50, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to pay 50 for that just yet. I'll put it on my watch list and try to find a good deal.
there's part 2 is going for 65 for 44.
Okay.
Part 1 going for 80. 1 through 5 VHS lot. It's at $87. 11 hours left.
That's a good
Yeah, but it's not
a good
buy
deal.
now. It's a fucking,
auction. Yeah.
yeah.
11
Yeah,
hours
these are
left, though.
these are expensive tapes, which is, to be expected with these just because they weren't heavily printed.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think there's a lot of cool stuff coming up here. And then sucks that your Silent Night, Deadly Night was delayed. I really want to see that again.
Yeah, me too.
That was good. Trying to think. Have you watched any other new movies or anything recently here that we haven't talked about on the show?
No, I've started rewatching X-Files, so I'm just starting on season 2, and that's about it.
Yeah, so I've watched Black Phone 2 this month, and then I watched One Battle After Another, which One Battle After Another is it's pretty good, but it's not like a show that we'd talk about on here. You know what I mean? It's not like doesn't hit the genre we cover. So,
Yeah.
but I do need to. Let's see. So Scream 7 comes out in 10 days.
Yeah, I was about to say I've been pretty much embroiled into that. I requested off work the night of the 26th because I'm going to go see it.
Thursday night.
Mhm.
Nice. Yeah, you have to let me know when you're going because I might catch up with you there and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for me, that gives me enough time to watch all the other ones here, assuming.
And as I've mentioned, I've been going through and doing
Oh, yeah, you've
videos
got
on all of
so
them.
much content. Yeah, if you're normally just a Strange Glow fan, make sure you're checking out the Ecto Violence channel just for all the videos you're doing because you've got so many of them.
It's I've started with like sort of like an essay style review of Scream 1, and I've been doing that for all of the movies, as well as like 2 videos of random Scream topics in between that.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's Scream physical media collection, I reposted my Scream 1 through 3 reviews, but as one video with me doing like, remember that time I reviewed Scream on VHS, and it does like, it goes wavy and you hear like, you know, like fucking flashbacks to my pitch. That video posted today. It's doing pretty well.
Hey, we forgot to mention this earlier, but now that we're talking about it, it rang the bell in my head. Did you hear about the bullshit lawsuit over the Ghostface costume?
Yeah, they've been doing that for years, though. It's just funny that it's coming up again.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, you would have done that for the very first movie, but they were trying to prevent the release of 7, is what allegedly I heard. It's basically a shakedown to get money, and you're like, you're not going to do that at this point. That's probably going to get thrown out. But all that does is helps generate free publicity for the movie. So, because I saw that come up for like 2 days, and I haven't seen another post about it or another article about it. So I'm like, that went away really fast.
Weird.
Yeah. Man, we need to go look at some vintage like Scream merch. Like they had some really cool promotional shit. Like they had a Jiffy Pop with the promotional tie-in for the original movie. Wonder how much those are going for, like the old popcorn style stovetop. So,
I mean, even like the old cell phone model that Billy uses, and like the phone that Drew Barrymore answers on, those go for a lot of money and shit.
That's crazy, yeah, because people just want them in their collection, right? You know,
I do too, but now I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
It's expensive. Although it's funny, I do have the same iMac that Sydney has in Scream 3.
Oh, yeah, that was my old iMac. I bought that from our grandfather because our dad had an iMac, a newer generation than that one. He sold it, got a PC instead, and I wanted to have a Mac again. And so I mowed my grandfather's lawn for the summer, and I think he gave that to me in like trade for all the work I did. So, and then like you wound up getting it because I gave it to you when I got a new one when I graduated. That was like their stipulation was when they gave you my new iMac that you got my old one.
I don't think that was this one.
Oh, was it?
No, this is that was, you're talking about the white one though, with the panel swivel screen. This is the G3, the big blue one, because I didn't get this from you. I got it from Jenna, and I've had this one since longer than that.
Oh, it's not the green?
No, it is the green one. But by the time I was in high school, this thing was an ancient antique. I got the white swivel one.
Yeah, the white swivel one is what I got when I graduated high school. That was my graduation gift.
Yeah, and that's the one I mowed lawns for Norm myself. Got one of those from him.
So the green one I have there, I think Mom and Dad basically made me give to them, and that's I don't know if that's where they, where you
yeah,
got it, but
probably
that's where
just
they
got
got it.
handed down because nobody gave a fuck, I guess, and I did.
Yeah. But I remember being super excited about it. So it's cool that you still have it, though. Does it still work?
As far as I know, I need to get. I have the keyboard still somewhere, but I need a mouse and some cables for it. But eBay's the place for that. And as long as I get those, I'm pretty sure it still works because it last I used it, it did.
Nice. Assuming the hard drive's still good, that's probably the only thing that would be going out on it. Spinning drive. All right. Well, I think we pretty much run the course in this one.
Yep.
You got anything else?
Nope. I'm sleepy.
All right. Well, next week, man, I don't know what you want to cover, but we'll have something for you kids next week. Next Monday, no, actually next Tuesday night, we'll have something, and then the following week we'll do a Scream
Next week
7 review.
we're talking
The week after.
Twin Peaks.
Oh yeah, we are, aren't we? Excellent.
Let me look at the
Yeah,
calendar.
because that'll be right on time.
Yeah, the
Yep.
24th, February 24th.
Yep.
I don't know what.
Very
Maybe
nice.
we'll just talk to Pilot. I mean,
I mean, that's such a good fucking episode. Like, it's what you need to talk about, right? Let's just do it, watch it, and talk it.
may as well. Fuck it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you next week for some Twin Peaks chat. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for chatting.
Good night, everybody.